I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's the guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I'm Dick Valentine, cause I'm born in line. This guy says the horse can do. 5 to 9. I'm Dick Shepherd's house, and by your house. This guy says the horse can telegraph.
But Paul Revere writes, I hear his foot's alright. Of course it all depends if it rained last night.
Likes Valentine, the likes look fine.
That Jax means the horse likes mud.
And just a minute boys, I got some Reebok's noise.
Likes
great grandfather
likes
red with boys.
For the Paul Revere, yeah, he's no bum Steve. It's from the handicap, let's see.
I gave a Valentine, cause I was born in line. This guy says the horse can 5 to 9. So make it happen, house, and by your hand. According to this here telegraph. Epitaph.
Paul Revere,
I got the horse.
Own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think, before it is too late. You are in great danger. I'm not speaking of the prison or the gallows, but the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent, before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Remember, friends, it is Save a Soul mission located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and night with a special prayer meeting at...
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her is stuck in the mission dodge.
She is one beautiful doll, all right. And is 100% eyes.
It's too bad such a doll like her wastes all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Penny South!
Hey, the horse, how are ya? Hey, you know Nicely Johnson?
Yeah! Who knows it?
Nicely, thank you.
Tell me, what about Nathan Detroit? Is he got a place for his crap game?
Shh! We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
$5,000?
Where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward on my father.
Everybody's looking for action. I really hope Nathan...
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. Southstreet is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Wait, Which Nathan Detroit?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here and been getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you asking us this, Your Honor?
I am telling you this because I know that you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah!
Oh.
You can tell him for me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's gonna give him a spot because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Hey, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared. On account of that lousy Brannigan.
Is something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, why, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you didn't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues here about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Oh, well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live off your salary. What does that cop want from me? What does he think I am? Some sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action. In return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan.
Did you find a place? Did I find a place? Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We will be holding the crap game tomorrow night at the Radio City Music Hall.
But how you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you said once there's a chance at the Biltmore Garage.
I was over to the Biltmore Garage. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance and let me use the place. Yeah. If I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean my marker's no good? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is like a pledge on which a guy can't welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker's as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore, I don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood. What? I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And do you know what day today is? It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah. Been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the crap game. The town is up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know. I can make a fortune. But where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's the stockroom behind McCluskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout.
Things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot. But the $1,000 we ain't got. Well, it's good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of legs for the fella who can get us there.
If we only get a lousy little round, we can handle it there.
Good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, I'll arrange that you go broken quiet in peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to York. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York.
Where's the action?
Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from strain. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for some action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson. Why, there's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? Because that's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he was sick, and he wouldn't take penicillin on account he bet 10 G's his temp would go up to 104.
Did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went up to 106. Good old Sky.
Maybe you can borrow the money from Sky.
Oh, no, not Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet it? Why don't I bet Sky 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk. Providing there's a bet I can figure out on which there's almost no chance of losing. He likes high bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly sit on? How far can you kick a piece of cheesecake?
Cheesecake.
Ooh, cheesecake. Look, run into Mindy's restaurant and figure out how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake and how much strudel? What do you want to know for again?
Just find out. Now beat it. Here comes Adelaide. She has I'm running the crap game again. She will never set foot on me.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Hello, Adelaide.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on fry and chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie, he's been bugging us all day. Finally, I said to him, "Look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat." And he says to me, "You don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out here and meet that cheekbone Nathan Detroit."
So what did you say to him?
I told him, I said, "I'll meet whoever I want."
Well, don't get yourself upset. How's he called?
It's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary!
A present for me?
I hope you like it.
A bell!
Read the card.
Dear Nathan, sugar is sweet and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. That's so sweet. Look, about your present. I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Nathan, you shouldn't have.
Oh, it's all right. I did it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married already.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days, I'll be in the money and you'll have more of me than of me.
Oh, Nathan, I can go fine without anything so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
Oh, the crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, hon.
What? Hey, any news yet?
Not yet. His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
It's his first wife. Look, honey, I'm expecting a fellow, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why don't you take Adelaide to the drugstore? You see, honey, you got a cold, and it's across the street, and there are a lot of open manholes.
Oh, Nathan, you're the most awful. You make this man. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson. Hey, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out in West Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthful climate. And I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. Going to be in town long?
No, flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Say, you want to come with me?
Oh, no, I got a lot of things to take care of. Hey, you want to go into Mindy's, get a piece of cheesecake or something?
No, I'm not hungry. But tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing at the hot
I
box.
suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
Oh, we all got to go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember that. As pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? Maybe we could run into Mindy's, grab a piece of cheesecake, strudel or something.
No, I think I'll get the late results.
But you will agree that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
And yet there are still some who would prefer the strudel. Offhand, which do you like more, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never give it much thought, but if everybody is like I am, I'd say that Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man about to go into this world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says it to me like this. Son, the old guy says, I am sorry I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large star. But with what I lack in potatoes, I'm now going to stake you to some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a man is going to come to you and show you a brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you are going to wind up with an ear full of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think that?
However, if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 that you do not know the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Check it! What a crazy color!
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother.
How are you, Scott?
Good, how's it with you fellas?
Not bad.
Nicely. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she wants you to pick her up later tonight at the hot box, and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes!
Yes, dear, that is husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you have a girl that is most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And plus, a guy without a doll? Well, a doll is a necessity. If a guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him?
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm just saying a guy should have them around when he wants. They're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're traveling to Havana tomorrow alone, without
I like
girl?
to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Oh, not real high-class doll.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll. And I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take it to Havana tomorrow?
You gotta bet.
I name her.
Her. Cider.
going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah!
How do you do?
I'm Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masters.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I have wasted away my life in gambling and evil betting, but I've suddenly realized the terrible things that betting could lead to.
Agatha! Coffee!
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would have never become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here you are, young man.
Thank you. It makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
You just go right on talking with Sister Sarah and you'll be all right. We're glad to have you here.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We have been out every day. Trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine old gentleman. Suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. I suppose if either of you goes one place, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets I'd like you to read. They will give you a great deal of comfort. Oh,
Thank
and
you.
we'll be holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think that I'm getting out of line, but I think it is wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like you, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. You go anyplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal help. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at a Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Well, it's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace under the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
Well, what's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
Well, I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the other will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours, Thursday? I will personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
Because I'm hungry. Here,
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon.
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant,
And where's that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
Where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana!
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
I now realize, Sister Sarah, that as pretty as a sergeant is, she is still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except for guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. Oh, well, I'm glad to know that it is just me personally, and not all guys in general. It is nice to know, Miss Sarah, that somewhere in the world there's a guy who might appeal to the sergeants. I wonder what this guy will be like.
You will not be a gambler.
I am not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every moment, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the holy aroma of his heart.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
You got the guy all figured out. Including what he smokes, all figured out.
All figured out. Oh, when my love comes along, I won't take a chance. For he'll be just what I need, not a fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
By his calm, steady voice, his feet on the ground. As I run to his arms, that at last I come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, oh, Miss
No, you're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Oh, would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big hot throb?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know, baby. I'll know at the sight of her face. How I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop, and I'll stare, and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart, I'll know, and I won't ever ask, am I right, am I wise, am I smart? But I'll stop, and I'll stare at that face in the crowd. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. drop in again, in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I know when my love comes along.
Hello? Hello? Is this the Biltmore garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
Oh. This is Joey. What do you want?
Oh, look, Joey. I'm calling about the
what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Give me a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
Yeah, that'll be $8. What'd you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Don't say that over the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000.
I'll have it tomorrow.
Then call me tomorrow.
Look, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, then I'll just have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Joey, the dough's guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes!
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
I made him a bet he couldn't take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go nowhere. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse, it's a doll.
But, Joey...
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you know me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Well, I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaide down at the hot box. Look, just one thing. Can I at least tell
Not
the guy?
until I get my dough.
Fine! Goodbye!
Goodbye!
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker!
And now, for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Farmerettes.
all the heck, keep me all the heck. How I have in the farm, in the farm when I want to keep my arms about you. About you? All about you. I love you. Then heck, you bet your pretty neck I do. Goodbye now.
I love you, a bushel and a peck. I love you, Joey built more.
Hello, handsome.
Hello, pie face.
How are you?
Fine. What have you got here?
A book?
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me when I went to see him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I had it, and I told him a long time. I thought it might be on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he told me to read this book because he thought it might have something to do with psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Ah. Well, would it tell you what certain kind of girl would go for a certain kind of guy in which you would not think she would do so?
What do you mean?
I'm just, for instance, there are certain girls on which you can almost bet they wouldn't go for certain kinds of guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow may seem, you can never be sure that some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
So, Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. And with what I'll be making, I was wondering what you might think about maybe we can get married?
Well, of course we're going to sooner or later.
I know, Nathan, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you. But my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like
I
that?
couldn't be engaged for 14 years, but people don't do that in Rhode Island. They get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, so I told her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. And then, after about 2 years,
What after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
All those years, Nathan, Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
What type of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But Nathan,
Where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
I told Mother he was at boarding school. I wrote her he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
Nathan? That's not all, Nathan.
Oh, don't tell me he has a little sister.
Mother believes in big families!
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Nathan, now we're gonna get married and it won't be a fight anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing? When I so fraud like your mother.
And you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I tell her? What'll I say I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something?
To get married?
But marriage ain't something you just jump into like a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, I have the veil. Now, all we need is our license and blood test.
Or what?
Blood test is the law.
What a city! First they close down my crap game, next they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not running the crap game again.
Adelaide, of course not. How could you think such a thing? Well, why do you think I shut down the game in the first place? It's because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Has anyone seen an earring out here? I don't think so.
You! I'm all dated up for tomorrow's society match, and he prints on account of your dopey crap game. Honest Adelaide, I pity. Ow! Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Look, you're getting yourself upset. We're going to be all right. After all, we're going to get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Come on, honey, cheer up. Let's see that old smile. That's better. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure. With some long frustration may react. Despite of somatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, if you're waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you think and just grab the dark eyes. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's finally getting the fisheye from the hotel, like a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense. The neurotic tendency, no. Chronic or chronic or hypertension, involving the eyes, the ears, the nose, and throat. In other words, if you're worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cold. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the promo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trauma is. And she's getting a kind of a name for herself, and the name is a person can develop a cold. And furthermore, never stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding script, a person can develop arthritis. When they get on the train to Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop log grip, nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that really upset. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold.
Hey, Nicely.
Hey,
What are you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She gave him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
That's great. Just so we don't take it to Havana.
Havana? You couldn't take this doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? He ought to start lining out the game.
I don't know. I suppose looking for Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide. She's always taking his mind off of honest work.
Yeah. Nicely, it is too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Well, Benny, that is his weakness, and we must be tolerant, because I'm told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by television set that once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked them, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane. There's only a John before a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, make a bet he'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's the sense that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a bug, lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum 40 rug.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's Marble 12 to 7, that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see a sport and his cash is run short, make a bet that he's banking you with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling things on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells it from Vitalis and Pharma-Star.
Call it dumb, call it clever, all that you can give us forever, that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid him some attention.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should never have volunteered for this mission Well, let's go into lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and just have them begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvide.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town.
I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside? Have some lunch with us.
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh,
Close the
no.
mission?
But, General, please, Someone can do good here, even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many calls on us, so many other places where our work is really needed.
But we're doing so much better.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting! But will anybody be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, General. I couldn't help overhearing. My name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes?
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow and find out for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You all have your carnations? Okay. Now remember, you're not getting into the crap game without a carnation, especially that with red. It's like a passport.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all settled? Can I finally tell the guys where the game is?
Not yet. I got stalling for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 11 o'clock.
So sue me. I left nicely at my hotel to wait for the money from Scott. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
He hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little, faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back even if you starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry Laws. How are you, Harry?
Detroit, if you do not have no place for your crap game, tell us and we will seek elsewhere for our entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
I hope you will not spoil our evening, and as much as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight, I would like you to meet Big Jewel from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Jewel? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient, you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Jewel? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I give it a shoot crack. Let's shoot crack.
Sure.
Nathan, if there is no crack game tonight, I'm sure Big Jewel will be considerably displeased. And Big Jewel does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from those citizens who, at one time or another, displeased Big Jewel. Although I will admit it is very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they're no longer around and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a nice citizen like Big Jewel here, do you? Big Jewel, believe me when I tell you that when Nathan Detroit when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can almost guarantee that.
Well, an interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liver Lips Louie. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. Pardon me, I'm very bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, and what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Don't ever help my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like the male chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well,
it's a party.
Indeed. What kind of party?
It's a bachelor dinner! Nathan is getting married!
That's correct, Lieutenant! It's a bachelor dinner! Nathan's getting married!
Yes, sir. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny. Nathan, darling, I'm so proud! Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
But when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was
It's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
So tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well...
Nathan, these kind gentlemen have been nice enough to throw you a bachelor party. The least you could do is tell them the wedding date.
Yeah, Nathan.
Well, we need time for a license and our blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after the show at the Hot Box?
Adelaide, we need time for a license.
You could elope.
What?
Oh, drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Oh, Pimlico.
Not Pimlico, no. Nathan, Elton. They don't ask you for a blood test. They'll marry you right away.
Ain't that unhealthy?
That's a great idea, Nathan. Elope! I'll let you my getaway car!
Oh, Nathan, let's do it!
Well, what the hell?
Congratulations, Nathan.
My congratulations too, Nathan. I only hope there's nothing in heredity.
Nathan, I have so many things to do before we elope. We'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night?
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be all dressed up in whatever you elope in.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Send a telegram. Date it back.
Oh, I better wait till we have 5 kids. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow. A most beautiful doll indeed. What do you think, Big Jewel? How long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap!
Nathan, you need to find a place.
How can I? The money ain't come yet from Sky.
Maybe it won't. Maybe you took the doll to an event.
How could he? He couldn't have. She couldn't have gone.
a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it besides milk?
Oh, sugar. And a sort of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Whoa, take it easy, Slugger. It's over and you're still a champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clean. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kiss tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? gentle me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I've learned.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel, ask me now that we're fondly caressed. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding ding. Havana is so wonderful. Why don't we stay here for a few days so we can see how wonderful it's really like?
I think we'd better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. Do you know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's the reason we met in the first place. I made a bet.
How else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
What? No! No! Ugh.
I've got to think what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thank you for taking me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly, I don't know how I'm gonna get home with all this stuff. It was awful nice of you to give it to me. Sky, hello!
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
I'm great. The girls threw me a kitchen shower. They went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah.
How do you do?
Glad to meet ya. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night right after the show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna love being a housewife. I already know I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock?
This is your time of the day, isn't it?
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while now. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn. When the streets belongs to the cop, and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in Grandfather, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion. We've been out all night. We talked to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're more tired than I am.
But what the hell is this? Hey! Hey, what is this? Get out of here!
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I ever seen the floating crab game go full blast in the mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you?
This never would have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
And now, for the feature number of the evening, the Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
He bought me the first thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your clothes. What made you think that I was one of those girls? Take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell them to Hollanderize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming! Take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I
Will you be dining with Mr. Detroit tonight, sir?
Is he here?
No, sir. Mr. Detroit has not been here all evening.
Bring me a rye and soda.
Sky, have you seen Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring a message to her from Nathan. Wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What's the message? Where's Nathan?
It's this way, Nathan's aunt in, Pittsburgh, she became ill with, what was it?
A rare tropical disease.
Yeah, that's not bad. But anyway, Nathan...
Nicely, what's the message? Where's Nathan?
The crap game's still going on.
Since last night.
Well, Big Jewel being such a large loser does not wish the game to terminate. So we find another place for the game. The game goes on.
Where's the game?
Are you looking for some action?
No. But I do want to talk to some of the guys. You see, I gave my mom...
I gotta go.
What about Nathan's message?
Oh, yes. Miss Adelaide, Nathan is in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical aunt. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Nathan has to come. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game?
You know Nathan, why does it surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change. Why is it the minute you dolls get a guy you like, you take him right in for alterations?
What about you men? Why can't you marry people like normal people and live like other people? Have a house with wallpaper and bookends?
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit. And, yeah, Sky Masterson. We don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Las Vegas?
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Tell him I never want to speak to him again. And have him call me here.
Look, why don't you get another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for someone, then you'll understand.
Yeah.
In other words, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest breath. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than a frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left half, a person can develop the flu. The flu. 103.2. So much virus inside that the microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories in writing, in a story of those can be told, a person can develop a cold.
Not so fast, Sarah. Not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody comes. We'll just explain it to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place. To go someplace where...
Where the sinners are all respectable and well-behaved.
You saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday, they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson, he came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that from the minute he started picking at you. But I don't know why you got so stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What's there to get over for? It's not pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough...
He will not be A gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always looked after you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the collar of your coat, and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you, but to wish you find your love, your one true love this day. Mansions I can wish you, 7 footmen all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish you, but to wish you find your love, your one true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of you. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the licorice too. Music, I can wish you merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish you, but to wish you find your love, your one true love this day. With the sheep's eye and the licorice too, and the strong arms to carry you away.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Brother Abernathy, how goes it with the soul saving? Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The General's coming and she's expecting...
the General's a tough doll, huh?
Well, there'll be very few
I
people
don't think
there.
Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, Grandfather. We've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you seem to have forgotten something. But being a gambler, I never forget these things. You hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
If you don't pay off on that marker of yours, I'll tell the whole town you are a dirty welcher. Boom!
Nicely, where's the crap game?
Well, Scott, about 10 minutes walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
shoot crap.
Oh my God. You see, Big Jewel, the boys are slightly fatigued from weariness, having been shooting crap for quite some time now. Yeah. Namely 24 hours.
I do not care who's tired. I'm now 25 G's, so nobody is leaving.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Jewel. It is not that Big Jewel is a bad loser, no. It is merely that she prefers to win. Right, Big Jewel?
Shut up. Give me the dice. I'm rolling 200.
Take 200.
If you do not shut up, Big Jewel will arrange the other half. Let's go!
You complain about being fatigued after 24 hours, but you're taking this long? Let's go!
And it's a 1-1. Snake eyes. You lose. And $50 for the house. But the dice is still yours. And your luck is bound.
Another 5.
200 more.
Oh.
And here comes that big lucky roll.
Huh?
And it's Snake Eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Jewel.
Well, that cleans me. But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
Big Jewel, the fellows are pretty tired. Me personally, I'm as fresh as a daisy.
Then I will play you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been racking down every pot. You must have now quite a bundle.
Well, being I assume the risk, it is only fair I should assume some dough.
That's short. I am going to roll you willy-nilly. If I lose, I will give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You will give a cash.
Let me hear from Big Joel.
You will give me cash. Here's my marker.
All right.
And put up your dough. Is anything wrong?
No. I owe you $1,000, signed X. How is it you can write 1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
What's to you? I was good at arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Yeah. Here, this will put you through Harvard.
The choice. I am going to roll 1,000. And to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
What? Your own dice?
I had them made especially in Chicago.
Big Jewel, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice into a New York crap game.
Yeah. That is a breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says that in the Emily Post.
Not that I wish to seem petty, but may I have a look at these dice? But these dice ain't got no spots on them. Yeah. They're blank.
I had the spots taken off for luck, but I remember what the spots formerly were.
You're going to roll blank dice in column off of remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Ah! 10. One is 10.
Well, I still got a chance.
Ah! 10 again. I win.
A 10?
A 6 and a 4.
Which is the 6 and which is the 4? Yeah.
Either way.
What?
You can't even quite do that. That's not the rule.
Now, I am going to roll 2,000. Put it down there.
I just remembered I'm eloping tonight. I gotta meet Adelaide at the hot box.
Detroit, 2,000. Put it down there.
Or why not letting some of the other chaps in on the fun?
Once I'm through with you, 2,000. Ah! 7, I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, I think I'll give you a chance.
What do you mean?
I am going to roll $1.
Oh, I'll take all of it.
Ah! How do you like that? Snake eyes. I lose.
Oh, for this I got to bend down.
Detroit. I am going to roll you for $3,000.
3 G's?
$3,000. Put it down there.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I put it in your own pocket?
Put it down there. Tinsy, come again, see? Ah! I love it. I win.
Why did you look at it? Did you look at it? Okay. That's all right.
Now I'm going to play you guys.
No, you're not. Hold on! You gotta give me a chance to get even. I will now roll you, but with my dice. Yeah.
All right, Detroit. That's fair. But what do you need for money?
I will give you my marker.
And you want Big Jewel to put up the cash?
Nathan done it.
Sure, I done it. What kind of deal is this anyway?
Nathan, take it easy.
Her and her no spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots right off of her.
Hey! Don't make Big Jewel have to do something to you!
Yeah, Detroit. You know. I'm on vacation.
Go ahead! Shoot me! Put me in cement! At least I would know where I am. Here I risk my neck to set up a crap game. All for what? Look how I wind up broke in a sewer! Trust me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing that you could do that won't cheer me up.
Here they are.
Nicely.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood. Looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
I'm asking only for 1 minute.
I said we ain't talking. We shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
See, who is this guy?
It's the fellow I was telling you about. Took the mission doll to Havana.
Oh, I see. You can go back to your praying tomato, because you're slowing down the action around here.
If you're looking for action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
How am I supposed to know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Oh. Kindly return this to Sears Roebuck.
Now look, you guys. Tonight in Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. Now I promised them some sinners, and when it comes to sinning, most of you guys are high up among the paint cards.
I don't want to waste no evening in this hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I can guarantee you the missionary smells cleaner than down here. And maybe it would not hurt you guys to learn something besides rolling a 4 the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read as lively as the scratch sheet, but it's at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Hey, listen, Sky, about the Havana business. I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000. Hey.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
Get up here, Big Jewel. I've now got dough to roll you again. But with my dice. Yeah.
Nothing doing. With those dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
What did you say?
I said with those dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Maybe I can make a pass to save his.
What?
And yours. And yours. and his. I am going to roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against your soul. 1,000 cash against a marker for your soul. If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission tonight. Is that okay?
Well, let me get this straight. If you lose, we each get $1,000. And if you win, we gotta show up at this Mission Dolls Cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
Okay, by me.
Yeah, us two.
One.
Yeah,
by me too.
Yes.
You too, Nathan. $1,000 against your soul.
I don't even know if I got a soul.
Got one someplace.
How do you spell soul? S-O...
All right, put down your markers. Give me the dice. Give me room.
Come on, we start and roll.
Come on, Sky. Holding it up.
What's the matter, Sky? Turning chicken?
You see me roll for 100 G's. But I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady wouldn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a thing you can be. How nice a thing you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart. She'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make snake eyes at me while I had my life on this road. So let's keep the party polite. Let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby. I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. What's the matter? Roll the dice. Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out right.
I tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Jewel, you will give your marker. And if you welch, it will cause me no little embarrassment. I'm sure you do not wish to cause me embarrassment.
If this gets back to Chicago, then I went to some prayer meeting. No decent person will ever talk to me.
Adelaide!
Oh, what a coincidence!
Adelaide, didn't I explain to you about tonight? I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. We are, after all, civilized people. We must not conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You are my doll.
Your doll? Oh, if it weren't so amusing, one could laugh.
Adelaide, sweetheart, you can't be so upset over one lousy elopement.
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in your not being able to upset me no more. I have got you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We're gonna get married and we'll have a home. A little green one with the white fence, just like the Whitney color.
But we gotta do it soon, Nathan. I got another letter from Mother today asking a lot of questions, and she put one in for you, too.
A letter from me? From your mother? Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager?
I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide and the 5 children, and the one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit, so I had to tell her that.
Don't she know I can't have 6 kids off what they pay me at the A&P? I'm very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You are a good man, and I know you will always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Oh, Nathan, there's still time to make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay. No, I can't.
Nathan, come on, we'll be late.
Come on.
Why not? Nathan? Why can't we elope right now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you have ever told me!
But I promise you, it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun, and you give me a kiss, and you're grabbing your hat, and your opposite braces again when I think of the time. Goodbye! And I think of the way I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me. Go ahead, hate me.
The best use of my life, I was a fool to give to you.
Just a no good Nick. All right, already it's true. So no. So sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
Gamble at king, gamble at day, gamble on everything, all at your feet. I'm sick of you keeping me up in the air till you're back in the money again when I think of the time. Goodbye. And I think of the way I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love you.
And point of the jail, don't come to me to bail you
out. Already, so call a policeman. what can you do me? I love you.
You're at it again. You're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you that I'm through when I think of the time. God,
Allie!
the way I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
Now, several minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast?
General, I know what is wrong. I'm wrong. I failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them. I think you had better...
Welcome, brothers. Welcome.
Everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Well, Miss Sarah, here you are. 1 dozen or more assorted sinners. Sorry, we didn't have time to clean them up.
Gentlemen, will you sit down?
Sit down, all of you!
I would like to welcome you tonight to the Save a Soul mission.
Now look, you guys. This is a mission, not Roseland. I suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Since I'm required to depart to Points West tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit Major Domo in my place. Nathan, anybody who does not conduct themselves according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So remember that, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Gentlemen, we are honored. The meeting tonight will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners.
No.
Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Give testimony.
I ain't no stool pigeon.
Bingy! I was always a bad guy. And a gambler. But I ain't gonna do it no more. I thank you.
There, don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Joe.
Big Joe!
Well, I used to be a bad kid, but that's when I was younger. But ever since then, I've gone straight. Which I can prove on my 33 arrests and no convictions.
No convictions?
Harry.
Oh, no.
Harry the horse.
Well, like when Sky was rolling us for our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson, he rolled us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. What Terry means is, well, they're only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole evening, the results of gambling. It shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Thank you.
Hey! I ain't finished my testimony. My sins is that when Sky was rolling us for our souls,
I wish I would have won instead of having to be here. And now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Oh, amen.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson.
Yeah.
Brother Nicely Johnson.
No.
Get up, you fat water buffalo!
Well, it happened to me kind of funny, you know, like a dream. Yeah, that's it, a dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone fade me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
And the devil will drag you undone by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down,
you're rocking the boat.
I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey.
Yeah!
But the passengers were bound to resist, for the people all said beware.
People all said beware.
People all said beware.
People all said beware.
Scuttle the ship, and the devil will drag you on. Sit down,
you're rocking the boat. Down.
And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard, and there I sank, and I hollered, someone save me. That's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. So I said to myself, sit down, sit down, sit down. Said to myself, sit down, sit down. Rocking the boat, and the devil will drag you one with the soul of love. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking. Sit down, sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking. Sit down, sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down.
He's red, he's hot, he burns. I have been a very, very bad girl.
Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, Brother Brannigan, very nice of you to join us. Maybe you would care to testify.
I will do my testifying in court, where I will testify that you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were at the door when they came out. You saw them. Aren't these the fellows?
I never saw them before in my life.
That's a right broad.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse us, officer, we would like to get on with our meeting.
I never seen crab shooters spend so much time in the mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
No, that's not one.
Dingus.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession to make. We did shoot crap here last night. We're all very sorry. Angry boy.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But I also did another terrible thing. I made a bet to a certain guy that he cannot take a doll with him to Havana. And this I should not have done. Although it did not do me any harm, as I won the bet.
You won the bet.
Well, yeah. The guy said he didn't take the doll with him to Havana. Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Fold.
Follow the fold and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. Put down the bottle and say no more. Follow, follow the fold.
Oh, go away! So please forgive.
Sticks on your chest, you get plenty of rest. You can lie, sleep on it. But in spite of the quiet massages and diet, she's still a goner. When she gets the idea that the little church will always be around the corner, a person can develop a cold. Oh, hello.
Good evening.
I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancé.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
Oh, the 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I never even got close enough to church to be left at it. Gee, what am I going to tell my mother?
Oh, your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll just tell her Nathan's dead, and then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding, and the pain will go away. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah that... Isaiah.
You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Oh, don't tell me nobody cries like that over an old guy. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other day... Oh, no. It's not Sky. You're not in love with Sky, are you? Oh,
I thought I hated him.
Poor thing. I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate Nathan. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
Oh, for 14 years I tried to change Nathan. I always thought of how wonderful things would be if he were different.
I've thought about Sky that way too.
I've sat and pictured him by the hour, my Nathan, in a house in the country, happy. Wouldn't it be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago, at our prayer meeting, there were a lot of gamblers who acted as though maybe they could change.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean... Gamblers at a prayer meeting. Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
Darling little fellow with a cute mustache.
I think so.
Oh, how do you like that, rat? Just when he should be lying to me, he's telling the truth. Boy, I tell ya, I'm glad I'm through with him. And you should be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What are we, crazy or something? At one, makers and sacks inclined, a lesson that I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You simply gotta gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now, doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Whatever. Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play, crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him
down. Track him and marry the man today.
Give him the girlish laughter. Marry the man today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Pete.
Golf.
Galoshes.
Ovaltine.
But marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently.
Marry the man today. Train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2, 6, 9.
Stop. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways. And change his ways. And change his ways. Tomorrow.
Give me a late paper.
There you go.
Nathan, come on, we're all waiting on you.
Just a minute. I'm waiting on the lieutenant.
Nathan, close up the newsstand. We're getting married. Nathan!
Gee, Adelaide.
Let's go. Where's the wedding?
Holy smoke.
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan!
How about the Biltmore Garage?
Brothers and sisters, remember, life is one big crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson?
Yes, Brother Detroit.
May we use your mission to get married, Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterson and Sister Sarah. We'd be glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll let you 8 to 5. You'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is...
Obadiah?
He wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Oh, thank you. I know we're going to be very happy. We'll be in our little house in the country, and Nathan will be there beside me every single night.
Achoo!